Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? So I'm back again with my sister. You guys, she has just a few hours to be in Nigeria.
I know.
But before she leaves, I was like, we just have to film this video. My kids' school can wait. Even if they don't go home in 1 hour time, that's their business. Anyway, she's going to be answering general questions, or we're just going to be discussing general topics like, faith, motherhood, friendships, beauty, whatever, self-esteem, all those kind of things, right? So let's go. The first question is, or the first thing we're going to talk about is, how do you attract good friends? Because if you guys had watched our previous videos, we talked about how she's an extrovert, she likes people. Me, I'm more of an introvert. And even though she's an extrovert, she likes people, she has a lot of friends. In fact, she has more friends in Canada than I have both Nigeria, Canada, UK, everywhere joined together. But she has good friends. She doesn't have friendship drama. You rarely hear her complain about any of her friends. So how do you attract, good people?
Good friends. So first of all, like the Bible says in Proverbs 18:24, that he that had friends must show himself friendly, right?
Okay.
So if you want to attract good friends, you yourself, you should be a very good friend.
Yeah.
Maybe on Instagram or Twitter, and I see people saying, I wish I had a friend that would just show up for me, and like a friend that would just be there for me, that would just come and dash me plenty money, that would just be there. First, when I read things like that, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how do I become that friend?
Yeah.
Not how do I pray for God, give me that kind of friend.
Yeah.
I pray, God, make me that kind of friend to other people.
Yeah.
Where they'll be so blessed to have me.
Yeah.
So I always like to put myself on the side of being the friendly person.
Yeah.
So that way, when you are a genuine friend, somehow you attract other genuine friends to who kind of have share the same values with you.
Yeah, do you know, this thing makes sense? Because I think I've talked about it a lot. I've talked about it before here. How maybe they show like beautiful friendships, or especially maybe a friend doing something for another friend. In the comment section, you'll not be hearing people say things like, we are my own friends.
The kind of friend. Yes.
My own friends are just there hating on me. My own friends are just this. My own friends are just that. I'm like,
there's an issue.
Can you do it for somebody?
Yes.
Can you do this thing now that you are expecting someone to do for you? Can you do it for somebody? Right? So how do you show up for your own friends? So yeah, that makes sense. And for me also, like I was telling you earlier, always look out. First of all, be contented with your life, right? It is, in friendship.
Yes.
Contentment is key, because one thing about friendship is that you're sharing a lot of information, gist, experiences, a lot of things.
Ups and
downs, ideas. They're talking about their life ideas.
Wins
they're talking
and
about
losses.
Wins, losses, right? If you are not contented with yourself, your friend's progress or success can start peppering you, right? So you need to be contented, and not even about your friend's success or whatever. You need to know who you are and what you want for yourself. So I have friends that are seemingly opposite of me, and we vibe well, right? And the reason why we vibe well is because I know what I want for my life. I don't want your life, okay? But I'm happy for you with your life, but I don't want your life, right? But if you had people that, or if you're the kind of person that you want to your friend's life, that's when things will be getting to you, right? So that's one part. And then be happy with your life. I keep saying this thing. All my friends are people that are happy, they're contented. Even two of us are sisters. I feel like the reason why our relationship, even all of us are siblings, not even just sisters.
Yes, true.
Our relationship works because everybody's good where they are. Good, like happy, contented. We're following different parts in life.
Yes.
Nothing is clashing. I won't even say, I want to be like you. You don't want to be like me. I don't want to be like you. You just want to be like us. We are just, even if you want to be like that person, right? In a good way. There's only good things about it that I'll be like, I wish I can do this. And it's things that even require effort. And actually, I've turned this one down to my own preaching section. But another thing again is knowing that somebody else's progress is not hindering your own.
Yes.
When I see my friends doing well, even those that are fellow content creators, even those that are, in my field, one way or the other, when I see them doing well, I applaud them. Because
a win for you is a win for all of us.
Thank you. I'm proud to have those people as my friends. We were talking earlier about when you see your old classmates or your old schoolmates.
Oh, yes. Like I feel I'm the kind of person that if I see maybe someone I schooled with and maybe the person is doing well, like I even have people who are actresses.
Yeah, she went to Covenant University, by the way.
I even have pastors. Like I have so many friends who are now pastors, right? And they have like big ministries, like they're doing very well. I'm not envying them because number one, I'm not a pastor. I'm not an actress. So in your lane, I'm happy that you're doing well. I'm not envying you that this person now is popular. He's on stories all over the internet. And me, I'm just here. No, you're winning. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Yeah. Like I don't have to.
And even if we're in the same lane, like in my own case now, even if we're in the same lane, I know the effort you put into your work. I know I have friends that I know how hard you're working.
Yes.
Am I working as hard as you? No. Even if I'm working as hard as you, are we the same type of person?
Yes.
Do we have the same grades? Do we have the same content?
Yes.
We are not the same people. So nobody is
different stages of life.
Yes, nobody is taking my progress. But I think what is most key is the way to attract good friends is be a good friend.
Be a good
first
friend.
of all.
Another thing too is that apart from when you are trying to be a good friend, something that matters a lot is how you forgive and let go of things.
Yep.
If you're someone who any little thing will just make you you are going to struggle with friendship. Yes.
I see people
who say some people who start ranting on their social media pages who say no, face who face you have been no. I'm like, where are you learning these things from? Like I know, like I might have a friend or I might have someone who I'm sensing that this person might be a user.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the fact that my mindset, the fact that the person wants to use me means that I'm useful basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I have something that the person finds useful.
Yeah.
So you being a user, use me, no problem. Like it's fine.
It's not taking anything away from me.
Yeah.
And one thing like I always say is don't assign malice to that which can be explained adequately with stupidity, okay? Or with incompetence, or with you know, like not being aware, right?
Yeah.
So my first instinct when somebody hurts me is not this person is malicious, this person is a jealous gold digger, whatever, gaslighting, psychopathic, manipulative, narcissistic. That's not my first instinct. My first instinct is that she doesn't know better. But that's her personality. Or she
I think you do that thing too where you make excuse for the person.
Yes, I make excuse for the person. I just say her upbringing is different. I do with people around me. I do with even my helps or even my staff or whatever. Their upbringing is different. Their personalities are different. So if you
not expect too much from people.
Yeah. And another thing I realized again too is that even though people are scared of attracting users and all of that, just know that if you're a genuine good person, right? And you are also sensible. So I'm not saying you should be a genuine good friend and just leave yourself whack for anybody and not have any say, not have any no boundaries, no nothing, right? If you set healthy boundaries, you know yourself, if you are, diligent, disciplined or whatever, and you're a good person, genuine good person, those bad friends will naturally follow.
Yes, true.
You will be irritating them.
Yes.
Your spirits cannot, their demons cannot stand your spirit, cannot stand your light. So basically, it starts from you. That's what we have to say, right?
Another thing, I just remember something about attracting good friends. My mom was even saying it recently. That when I was younger, like I had this thing I used to say where I would say bad friends will not come near me. And that when a bad friend, like even if a bad friend wants to come near me, they might see something about me that they don't like. Yeah. And just be like, you don't like her.
True. I remember,
So it might be that confession that is working for me now.
I started praying it for my kids as well.
Yes.
I started praying for my kids. I said, well, let bad people
not even like so even when you have evil intention, when they come to me, they'll just be like,
this one
don't like her. She's somehow, she's weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
she's weird.
And they'll just exit left.
Thank you.
So I don't even need to cut you off. By themselves, the bad friend will just be like, she's not our type, I'll go.
Exactly. It's something I pray for my kids as well. I'm like, let bad people
just
not
be
like
declaring
you.
that only good people
will like you. Way. Let bad people see you and you'll be weird and awkward and whatever to them. I like it like that. Discriminate against my child, okay? As long as you're a terrible person, carry your wallet as you go. Okay, this one will benefit mostly parents, but people in general, right? And the question is, how do you keep faith at the center of your home? This is a very good question for you because I know that you are someone that you are very intentional about it.
I agree. So first of all, I know that right now, in terms of Christianity, the average Christian right now has kind of removed the religious part. Yeah. They feel like, oh no, Christianity is a relationship with God. Yeah. Do it yourself. However, when you're raising children intentionally, you have to bring back that religion part of Christianity, right? You're so like reading your Bible every day, praying every day, those things that are the core of Christianity, right? When they're older, they can decide to wing it. They can decide to relationship with them. Yes, exactly. But when you're in your house, have that structure that this is what we do every day, right? May not even do anything big. Like in my house right now, every night when we're done with our human and reading and homework and all that, first thing we do is we started from Genesis. Right now, we're telling me the Exodus. I was so happy. So we start a chapter of the Bible. So my children are 7, 4, and 2, right? So the 2-year-old, he doesn't really understand it yet, but he knows that we always read the Bible every day. So we'll read a chapter. And when we are reading the chapter, we don't read it to the children and just tell them this is what Genesis chapter 1 says, right? We'll ask them, Genesis chapter 1 talks about the creation. What do you think? Like, what did you learn? What is that thing that stuck out to you in this Genesis chapter 1? Then we'll let them tell us. That way, sometimes even you as a parent, you're learning something like, oh, I didn't even see it that way. Oh, this is insightful, right? So that way, it's more interactive. Yeah. So you're learning, they're learning, and we're doing it together, right? Yeah. So that's for reading the Bible. Same thing with prayer. They should know that every day we pray in our house. And the reason why we started doing this thing was that I remember then in university, because growing up, university was my first time of leaving home, right? Because growing up in our house, house, we always pray every night. Always pray every, like we always had morning devotion. We always had night devotion. Even in university, even when I have an exam to read, or I remember I'm done reading for the night and I'm about to sleep around 10 or whatever, I'll see myself always having my night devotion on my bed. That's because I grew up like that, right? So because we grew up like that.
I have a little bit of pushback for that, Sha. We grew up in the same house, but...
So that structure is very important, especially when you have children, and the earlier you start. Another thing too is the religious part. About some people say, oh, allow your child find God, going to church. We don't do that. Household. Church is a non-negotiable. Like
yes,
when even if my children know that even if it's snowing, like it's minus 40, we'll cack up, because you cack up to school now. You will cack up to wear your fine dress. You will still wear your winter jacket. You will still wear gloves. You will still wear mittens. You will still wear we always go. We know it in my house, like it's a non-negotiable. We always go to church, and that starts from you as the parents, right? They see us always, like we're very diligent in our service in church. Like we take the church, like when it comes to we take it very seriously. Because if we're kind of people who maybe today will do online, tomorrow we'll go to church, and maybe another Sunday we'll just wing it. If you do it like that, if we as a parent do it, like that, make it an option when your children are older. Maybe it might be once a month.
That's it. They will not deconstruct.
So my children know that we attend church. Church is a non-negotiable. We go early, like we fight them. We rush quick, like we go to church like as if we're going. Like we take it more. Like we can go late to school, sir. But church always go early. And they also see me in church, like because I serve in media team, right? They see that day I'm serving food, like it detects our schedule. Any day I'm serving in media team, I'm leaving early in the morning. They know that this day is mommy's serving day. As I'm gone in the morning like this, I come back in the afternoon, and they know that mommy doesn't take this. Like she doesn't play with this, right? So your children also, you start from you as the parents, right? You being disciplined in your work with God, and your children also observing that this is like the central, like even though they know that this is mommy's thing, it's still our thing. Like in this house, what we do is to serve God. You get that kind of thing. So it's very important to instill with your children.
For me, I'll not lie, I'm lacking in that religious aspect of it because I am still struggling with the religious aspect of it, right? So I'm still one of those people who does relationship. Even though I try to, even with my husband said, we try to go to church every Sunday. We try to pray once, but not every day, but we pray once in a while, right? But I think that's one thing I've learned from you now is to make it a compulsory. Because part of the reason why it was weird for me as well is that it was compulsory for us growing up. So why is that naturally I did not continue with?
No, that's also your personality.
So I think I've gotten that right. But for me, the way I make sure that faith is centered in this household is through, number one, I'm always playing Christian music. Even my children, when they go and learn all those nonsense dances, as they're dancing it, I'll be like, is that the only one you know how to dance? Can't you find a Christian song?
It's true. Your children know that we are Christians.
We are Christians. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't, be free and learn some things from outside, but just know that
let that be the center of
in here. If my children now they now say sometimes that somebody will be saying something, they now say, don't sing that, don't say that. I'm like, good, thank God you know it, right? So even music, I always play Christian music in this house. I always play scriptures. I'm always reading the Bible out loud. Like if you notice now, Kaora is doing it as well. I gave her the iPhone, so Kaora does it as well. So I'm always reading scriptures. We're always watching Bible Hidden. I told you guys about it. Yes, you want to tell me about it, and I now told you guys.
An amazing channel.
It's an amazing channel. I love watching.
I've learned so much from it too.
My children have learned so much. My children will be teaching me because sometimes they watch it alone. They'll be teaching me some things and like, are you serious? So it's basically like we saturate the atmosphere. Then I also have my children have Rishi Bibles. I even had to give out some. That's to tell you how many Bibles we have in this house. Then we also have devotionals. I remember that there's one there. So we have all kinds of devotionals. Even recently I was telling her that she should buy me some faith-based books. So I tried to remove some of these because you will still read all those things in school. All those normal books, normal novels, you will find them in school. So when you come home, let's have the gospel, faith, Christian, even if it's not even Christian per se, but let's be positive. So that's it, and I always talk to them about God as well. I also try to live it. So somehow, even if we don't go to church every Sunday or whatever, even though we try to do that as well, somehow my kids still, like yesterday.
And they watch you too.
Yes, they watch me.
They observe.
Yesterday, when Eva was not patient or something. And I said, why is Eva not patient? Sophia now said, and patience is the fruit of the Holy Spirit. What did she say?
Nice.
And I said, go and tell her. She now went this guy. When I was like, Eva, use her now, suck my out of here. But basically, these are things that, gives me joy when my kids are also professing it. So at the end of the day, why in a warfare? Why in a warfare?
Some people don't know what's going on.
You don't know. Why in a warfare? This is end times, right?
Because I remember even the Bible says that it's your children that will answer the enemy at the gate.
Thank you.
And the enemy at the gate, they're already preparing their children, which your children will meet. Those ones are ready. At 7, 8, they're already
if we are
doing things.
If we are to
Meanwhile, also we say, oh, let's allow them memory verse. We'll not give them one small memory verse. We feel like, no, they are too small.
Yeah.
Or maybe they have fellowship. We'll not give them juice, biscuit to try and make them sit down.
See, that's the topic. I don't think we enter it to be too long, but let's just enter it, right? We talked about it recently, how, why is your child going to church and your child for a 2-hour service? Services are even now shorter. When we were younger, we used to stay in church from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. But this one, services are now maximum 1 hour 30 minutes, 2-hour service. But that your child, adult, not adult per se, but bigger children, your 7-year-old, 6-year-old, 5-year-old, even 5-year-old, 10, 11, they are carrying juice, biscuits, sweets, lollipop, just to go to church. They cannot sit down for 2 hours and learn without it. And mind you, it's not like 2 hours, they teach them for the whole 2 hours. Yes. They teach them for a few minutes, they have activities. Still,
they're not bored.
In that time, they still find time to bring out biscuit and be eating. Come on now. And many churches too also still give refreshment. But you must pack.
No.
Come on now.
Especially we millennial parents.
Yes, we are overdoing it. Then even giving our kids phones to go to church with. Kora was telling me now. Okay, no, Kora told you that he told me. Their children in church will be bringing out phones to be watching while their teacher is teaching.
And they'll hide it in their Bible when teacher. So you know what you're doing is wrong.
So why? Like, we need to be more, because like what you are saying, I think we discussed it earlier as well. Those of us that learn Christianity, we have it in English, Yoruba, French. Then the English has different versions.
Old English, New English, contemporary English, millennial
my
English.
sister, the one that's like story, the one that if you want it in movies, we have
even audio self.
We have audio,
visual, everything you want to think about. We've so broken that, like we've made it so easy. Yet we still complain that, oh, you know how this reading Bible is so hard.
Yes, or my children might not understand.
Meanwhile, the other religions
are teaching them in Arabic.
They'll first teach them Arabic first. So you now go and meet them in
the English part.
You first learn their language before you go and meet them in the religion.
Thank you.
And the children learn and they understand.
And right from their young age, they are told some things that, like, you know, I was telling you how when my children anytime we're reading the story of Lot, I'm always like, I'm always cringing.
I know.
You know? But some other religions, they teach them about beheading, killing, virgins, this one, from a very young age.
Yes.
But we, just because of...
We'll try to water it down and break it down.
They met... Abraham met his wife, and I'm like, oh, they don't
I know what you mean.
They don't understand what that means. Yes. You know? So at the end of the day, it's like, when a warfare... and this warfare is not just physical. In fact, it's rarely physical. It's not really physical. But you see that mindset, spiritual mindset is very deep, because they keep programming our kids. That's why I said I want my house to be saturated with the word of God, because it is inevitable they will learn nonsense. My children used to learn, mind you, they don't have access to TikTok, Instagram, all those things here. My children know Instagram trends from school. They know, they come and dance the whole routine for me. I'm like, maybe couldn't learn. Maybe I don't I don't even sabi, right? So this one's about, you know, beauty, self-image and all of that. Have you ever struggled with insecurities?
I think all women might not be a major insecurity, but all women have that thing that they just feel a bit more conscious about. Yeah. So I think it's normal. It's normal,
yeah. But how do you deal with it? Or do you deal with it at all?
That's the thing. I think eventually, even if you don't deal with it, sometimes you outgrow it.
Yeah.
You just to have a positive self-image of yourself. Like, even if you feel, oh, I'm not the most... I think it was even you that said this thing to me long ago in secondary school. Like, even if you might feel like, oh, I'm not the most beautiful of all my friends, make sure you're the most intelligent. Make sure you're the most friendly. Make sure you're the wit. Like, make sure there's something else about you.
Yeah.
Not that, oh,
yes.
Not that, I'm not beautiful.
I used to say it. Yes.
Then you're now not smart.
Yeah.
You're now not funny.
Struggle.
You're not funny. You're not smart. You're not beautiful. You're not friendly. You're always angry. You don't have a good countenance.
Yeah.
Come on, choose one.
Yes. You know, because one thing I've realized is that beauty is more than just looks. Now, beauty, yes, a lot of it is looks. Let's not even lie. We're on this earth, okay, and we're all visual beings, okay, and that is of beauty. Beauty is in the eye of plenty beholders, not just one.
Yes,
like,
sure.
When somebody is pretty, everybody kind of agrees. Like, you have to be a hater to say some people are not pretty, right? However, do you know that even people that are very, very beautiful, if they have a very nasty personality, they're not nice, they're not this, you know, go they see that beauty. Like, that beauty will just
vanish.
It will vanish. After the first few minutes of interacting with them, they will start looking like the devil to you.
Yes, it's true.
Well, the devil was beautiful anyway, but I'm just saying, they'll start looking like demonic, like whatever to you, right? So you have to pick a struggle. You have to make sure that even if you're not physically all that,
I agree.
Every other thing should be on point, right? Which is kind of why those people that were referred to as the fat friends were always the funny friends.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's almost like they use humor and all of that to cope with being the fat friend.
It's true.
But if you now see somebody that you're fat, but you're also not nice, you're also not, you're now a bully joint. Like, it's a struggle, yeah. And again, talking about self-esteem issues, I have things I'm insecure about, but it doesn't stop anything for me. Okay, and another thing I always tell people too is that, or one thing I do for myself is, everybody has unique features that that stand out. So your eyes might be your unique feature, your lips might be your unique feature, your fingers, my fingers are one of my biggest flex. Okay, even though these fingers, you know, they are long, but I think that's part of the flex, right? Your forehead, I have large forehead though, but it's enough real estate to experiment with all kinds of hairstyle, right? So there's always something about you.
Like me, then my hand.
She talks about her hand a lot. I'm like, should I show you my own? I can use my own and slap somebody. My Christian mother hand, I can literally use it from here and slap somebody.
But I used to be wondering, my hands are so skinny. I'll not be wearing long sleeve all the time.
All the time she wears long sleeve. Imagine me and her started wearing long sleeve for the same reason, or for different reasons. I wear long sleeve because I'm insecure about my fat hands. You wear long sleeve because
I was insecure about my hands.
Your hands. Yes. I'll not in fact tube. I'll not even be wearing nothing should touch my sleeve. Seriously. So there's always something about you that you can highlight, you can put out there, you can and what they call it, emphasize, and then you can de-emphasize the ones that you are whatever. But ultimately it still comes from within.
Yes.
If you're not happy with yourself, if you're not comfortable with yourself, no matter how you do the outside, it will show that you are insecure. That's when you start hating other people to join. So all right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so we're both pushing 40. Me, I'm pushing 40 more than she's pushing me. She's pushing me while I push 40. And
funny enough, didn't I have so many 40-year-old friends?
Me too.
I think I'm 40.
Thank you.
I was planning birthday for my 40-year-old friend. And I'm wait too. I'm not even 40. I'm actually 30.
Yeah. So me, I'm looking forward to my 40s like mad. Like you guys don't understand how much I look forward to my 40s, because I just know that my 40s are gonna be great. I can tell. Like my children will be older. You mean Kaora will be like 14?
I know.
Or like how old
you'll have even gotten your body back. So.
Yes, my body will be completely back
because now your hormones will not be regulated.
Yes, Sophia will be older. Like I'll have more money. Like that hammer that I'm about to hammer, I'm gonna hammer it. Like at that time, I feel like 40s are the new 18 or whatever. But 40s are the time when your life is now like settled.
Yes,
it should be. It doesn't mean if it is not that it's the end of the world. It's not. But I'm just saying, like if I follow my trajectory right now, I have only good things to say about my 40s, right? Because I'm looking forward to my 40s, I am not afraid of growing older as time is passed. Do you know that I was telling how 2 years ago, I kept, anytime I remember the next year, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm not planning my 40. And I'll be like, wait, even your elder brother never reached. It's true. Your elder brother never reached.
Your elder brother not clock 40, you are planning 40.
You know, that's how much I look forward to it, right? So, we're almost 40, but what advice do you have for women who are in their 20s or early 30s or even younger girls? Knowing that, as in, if you look back on your life now, knowing what you struggled with and how your life is right now.
If I look back, now I think I was even telling you the other day that, especially like in university, I was younger then, but my focus was just academics. I was so fixated on doing well. Like sometimes it was so bad that even when I left school, right? Because I was hoping to graduate to the first class, but 400 level, something happened and it threw me off. So I graduated the 2-1, right? I remember coming out of school and I almost felt like, can I go back to university and just get this first class? Like I almost achieved, like I wanted to achieve this, do this, right? Yeah. But now, as I'm older, if I could go back, that would not be my focus. I will be more focused on building better relationships, people. Like I'll be more focused on, I'll be more intentional with my friendships. I'll make more friends, have more acquaintances too. Yeah. And like I will nurture those friendships that I would have started at the time when I was teenager in university. So if I'm to go back, if I'm to advise someone in their 20s, first thing I'll tell them is make sure you have the right people in your circle. Yeah. Don't just be too quick to be like, oh, I don't like that. I cut the person off. Don't be cutting people. One day they will cut you. People will cut you off too now. Yes, as I cut them,
you cutting you. People finish. You will not be alone.
Thank you. Exactly.
But now you use your
So
hands.
You need to be intentional, and you need to also be like what we're talking about friendship. You need to be able to overlook some things. Yeah. Some things might be...
Sorry to interrupt you, because in your 20s, you're still a baby. Yes. It's not that when I look back, I'm like,
I know.
I was a baby. You're still a baby. All of you are still making stupid mistakes up and down. It's normal. It's inevitable, right? Is the older you get, the more mature you get, the more you understand certain things, the more you understand life. So the same way you think you now know better, it's the same way those people that you cut off to now know better. They are different human beings now, even the ones that were the most terrible to you. I mean, some people, their own is a curse. their wickedness is a curse, right? But for the most part, for most people, they were just foolish, they were just young, they were just naive or immature, right? So all those cut off, or all those not making friends or keeping people away because it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Yeah. So for a 20-year-old, I advise that you should be more intentional, like what we're talking about, being you yourself, be friendly.
Yeah.
And also make good friends.
Yeah.
And nurture those friendships. Don't just be, we finished school, so now let's all go our separate ways. No.
Yeah.
Don't just start burning bridges just like that. You still maintain those friendships. Especially when you have good people around you.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like
me, if I was to advise, younger people, I would just say, live your life. Again, I'm not one of the people that will say, go and party hard, all those. I don't believe in all those things. All those people will say, when you're younger, do all those things. And when you're older, to be out of your system. It's a lie, yo. Many people that did that rubbish there, they made grave mistakes. Some people ended up in the grave. Some people ended up dead. Some people ended up pregnancies that they did not plan for, right? So I'm not saying you should go and live a wayward life because you want to experience life. It's not true. You can experience life in so many more beautiful ways. So when I say live your life, I mean try to experience the beautiful sides of life in the way you can. Don't look at 30-year-olds that are balling now and be trying to replicate the same thing or compare yourself. In the way you can. Do you know one of my biggest wishes? I thought, okay, we'll get to that, right? But in the way you can, explore, do whatever you want to do, make friends, have these nice experiences, and just live your life. Don't be too fixated on, I must achieve this, except you have a goal that has been in your mind from when you were small, right? Or when, some people that they want to be doctors and that's all they go for. If you are someone who you've never figured it out, it's fine not to figure it out. Try different things. Try all kinds of jobs, all kinds of businesses,
take all the risk you want to take.
Take all the risk you want to take. You don't even need to save too much money. Yes, you can have savings, but don't be saving too much money that you don't now enjoy some things in this life. Spread your wings everywhere.
Yes. Then
one will stick, two might stick, or you might even have multiple streams of income eventually.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because I feel like 20-year-olds look at 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds, because all of us now on social media, you're now comparing your life.
Then you're about how their pension accounts ready, their investment portfolio, and you're like, I'm 20, I don't have money. It's fine. That person is 40. When person was 20, person did not have money. Person was probably just living off one. So it's okay. Like when you're young, take all the risk you want to take.
And some people have unfair advantages that you don't have, right? Unfair in quotes. Maybe they have very rich parents, they have more educated parents than your parents. Some people have advantages that you don't have, right? So create your own advantages, which is by casting your lot everywhere, like putting yourself out there. That thing is very, very key. I think many people don't know that, but it's very, very key to explore. Even if you want to be a doctor, for instance, right? As you are trying that your medical school, whatever, look for other things by the side that you can be doing, even if it's just for fun. Even if it's hobbies that are just strictly for fun, do them. Because at that point, you are developing a lot of life skills with those hobbies and stuff, right?
Another thing, thinking about when you're young, right? Remember the story of David, right? When it was time for him to fight Goliath, remember that not just because, I'm one small child, I have faith, I can do it. No. It was his resume, his credibility. I fought the lion, I fought the bear, I can do this.
As a child,
because
as a young person.
When he was doing all those things as a young when he was taking care of the sheep, he didn't even know all these things I'm doing now is what will help me get to the throne. So that's why when you are young, take all the risk. Just all die and die. Like all this is, just do it all.
Do it afraid.
Even, I remember,
do it shaking, but do
there was a time we did one financial investment that we lost money.
Yes.
I remember our number one thing that we were thanking God for was the fact that we could bounce back.
Exactly.
The fact that we've lost money, but it's fine.
And
we still have a future
now we know not to try this again.
Yes.
Because I see
learn all your lessons early.
Yeah, I see some people who have lost millions at an older age. It's because they did not lose thousands at a young age. Yes. So when they've already balanced, they now have millions, they now made that mistake. But if they had lost thousands at a younger age,
and learn your lessons,
they for say, make I not do this one. I remember when,
it's true.
Even though when we bounce back, it didn't pay us that time.
I know.
I think of the money now, it's like chicken change, but it paid us that time.
Yes, it was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money to us then, but now it's like, okay. What advice do you have for people financially? Like, how are you building your life? How are you structuring your life? And I know you're very good with finances. That's your zone, that's your field, right? What advice if someone comes to you now and say they don't really have money, or they have money, they don't know how to invest, how to do this, how to that?
Okay.
What advice will you give a beginner?
So I would say number one, if you're building a portfolio, know your risk appetite first of all. So you know the amount of money that if you lose, you can bounce back. I don't want to not give you heartache.
Palpitations.
If you're building a portfolio, know the amount of money you can. Just know that this money has gone.
Yeah.
And start from where you are. Like even if it may not be so much money, but just take out something every month and know that, okay, I'm investing this amount, right? Then number 2, learn how to diversify. So that's one thing that puts many people in trouble. Where I have maybe you won lottery or something. That's why many people even lose their lottery money. You won $1 million. You're like, hey, what is really nice? Bitcoin. You now run, put all your money in Bitcoin. Then tomorrow we now hear, oh, Bitcoin has fallen down to your chest. You understand? So diversification is very important. So whatever you're doing, if you're doing, for instance, you're doing shares or stocks or whatever, always make sure, like even in that diversified portfolio, even diversify further, right? So for instance, like my investment portfolio now, I have ETFs, I have regular shares, I have normal money market bonds, whatever, right? In that ETF portfolio, I don't saturate all my funds, ETFs inside the US market, right? So I still diversify. I say, okay, let me do some ETFs that are S&P 500 in US. Let me do some ETFs that are Canadian markets, right? Let me do some ETFs that have global exposure. Then another ETF that has maybe oil and gas exposure or maybe Nigerian, or I also do Nigerian business. So even in that, so if I'm doing only ETFs, I make sure I still diversify so that I'm not oversaturated in one economy. So that in case something happens, you never can tell. Like when this US-Iran war started, right? And the stock started going down. My portfolio was almost balancing out, right? Because I had energy stocks and I had as energy ETF and I had S&P 500. My S&P 500 was going down. My energy ETF was going up. So when you come and see my portfolio, like on the you just your money did not change, right? However, some were going down while the other one was offsetting, right? And another thing too, that apart from diversifying, also learning how to play the long game. If you're always watching the market, oh, I need to buy now. Oh, the stocks are in, now buy here, I want to sell tomorrow. If you do that, you're more likely to run into error, right? Compared to
emotional decisions too.
So when you say, okay, I'm going to do the dollar cost averaging right now, right? Then every month, I don't care how much dollar is, I'll just buy. Maybe even if it's $20 or $100 worth of this particular share, you buy it. Next month, oh, dollar has come up, or dollar has gone down. Hey, people are panicking. You're like, okay, dollar has gone down. It's in my favor, right? I'll buy. Next month, dollar has gone up. You close your eyes. I'll still buy. So it's that consistency. By the time you do your dollar cost averaging, what you bought, you can buy dollar, for instance, maybe 1,000 this month. Next month you buy 1,300. Next month you buy 1,700. Another month you buy 900. By the time you average it, your average cost of the dollar you bought, for instance, dollar stocks or whatever you bought, will be like 1,200. Meanwhile, at that time, it's selling for 1,700. So you are always winning. So that's why you don't start timing the market. So like I always say, time in the market is always better than timing the market. So just play the long game and say, I'm going to invest. I have my regular job, my regular business, whatever I'm doing. But this investment, I'm not going to chook eye inside. I'll just be doing it diligently.
Do you know that's what I do, right? In terms of, I feel like I don't even invest enough, right? But I've told her several times, even when trying to explain something to me, I'll tell her, see, if I need to know the nitty-gritty, I'm not going to do it. I know myself. So I don't want to know, as long as I know that what I'm doing is not a high risk
I know
investment. It's just a normal investment, normal stock, whatever. I don't mind doing. I don't even want to know the details. Because if I start trying to know the details, that's when I start saying, when I see the money going down, I'm like, hey, I don't even open my investment app. Like, I don't open it. It's when people say, Nigerian stock market is doing very well now. And I'm like, are you serious? Let me go and check. I'll not see, my money has been cool. That's it. But you see all those, I'm not saying you should not learn, no. But I'm just saying, don't attach your emotions to it.
Another thing I've learned, because I've been investing since like my 20s, right? Another thing I've learned is that investing now is even way easier than investing before. Because now, like for instance, if maybe my S&P 500 stock is going down, my ETF is going down. Before, the former me will go and start trying to research what is happening to the S&P 500, what is happening in the US market, But now, you have AI, you have so many resources you can just type in your ChatGPT that why is S&P 500 going? It will tell you all the reasons. You can now know, oh, okay, when this war is about to end, then this will happen, that will happen, and that's it. So you don't even need to start researching as much as
you can even tell ChatGPT, I have some amount, I want to invest in something.
Even in terms of diversification, what do you suggest based on my risk appetite? It will tell you, oh, do 20% this, 30% that. So that's it. Like investing right now is way easier than
There's no
before.
excuse, especially for ladies, because to be honest, a lot of ladies, although now ladies are doing very well, ladies are smashing it, right? But before now, we never used
to feel very intimidating.
It used to feel like this is the man thing, and the men talk about it boldly. But now it's like the men they're now too scared because they have responsibilities. But the women, we can do anything we want to do with our money, right? So or with money generally. So now there's no excuse. If you want to invest, go ahead and invest. If you want, if you have questions, go and ask ChatGPT. There are even so many people online now giving advice left and center. But you need to know how to see.
There are even financial managers you can talk to. They'll tell you. You don't need to know everything yourself.
Yes, just do your research and just go with the one that sounds, best to you, right? Instead of not doing it.
Yes.
Because some people just not do it because they feel like it's so overcomplicated. It's really not. All these apps so I've made is all this trove, bamboo.
Yes.
And
they even give market insight. I'm like, these things are easy.
I saw one recently where somebody said name the apps you use. I was now seeing rishi. I see you people.
Yes, there are more.
Cowrie wise, I invest. Rice Vest. Afri Invest. I saw Afri Invest. I was like, wow. Like, so just do it, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, my kids are late for school, so we need to leave right now. But thank you so much for your insight. We had too many questions. Maybe another day you will come on virtual live and we come and do it because there's so many questions that I feel like people
would have needed time to
really break down.
Really break down.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all in my next video. Bye.